I am here with another video reaction for you to see. Today I am going to do what to expect from MCU in the 2022 posted by IGN. Now, I love MCU, I love Marvel, I love X-Men, I love anything that's just superhero. So I'm excited to see what to expect in 2022 from the MCU. There's so much going on. The last thing we just had was Spider-Man No Way Home. Amazing movie. I have not done a review on it because there's so many out there, and I love how everyone else explained it. Okay, so I know there's a trilogy with that movie coming out. I don't know if there's 3 extra movies or if No Way Home was a part of a trilogy, because I know there was 3 before, including No Way Home, and then I heard they're confirmed for 3 more movies. So let's see where that goes. But I'm excited to see what IGN says about 2022 MCU. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, notify yourself, do all those good things so that you can stay up to date with every time I upload. And let's get into this video right now.
Whether you prefer your Marvel stories in comic book form or on the big screen, 2022 has a lot to offer superhero fanatics.
Okay.
The new year will bring with it several
Thor,
MCU sequels, a new wave of Disney Plus shows, and a big anniversary for everyone's favourite wall crawler. So let's take a look ahead at 2022 and break down all the big movies, shows, and comics we're likely to see over the next 12 months.
Let's see.
2022 marks a pretty major milestone for Marvel Comics. It's now been 60 years since Spider-Man first debuted in the pages of Amazing Fantasy number 15.
Like 2
so
lifetimes.
you can expect Marvel to go all out on celebrating Spidey's birthday in 2022.
Spider-Man.
On the comics side, Marvel's first order of business is wrapping up the Spider-Man Beyond storyline in
I
the
need to start reading the
Amazing
comics. I need to get way more
Beyond
into
has seen
them.
Peter Parker's
They say so
decline
much
Ben
detail
Reilly
about
take
things.
over the mantle again.
I just wish they included it more in the movie. Sometimes they switch it up a lot, but
it's
I still
probably
love
safe
them.
to assume Peter will be back in action by the
Was
time
that
Beyond
Morbius?
ends, just in time for Marvel to really shine a spotlight on the 60th anniversary.
Yes.
That may involve relaunching Amazing Spider-Man with a new #1 issue.
Come
But
on,
at the very
Amazing
least,
Spider-Man.
expect a new creative team and a fresh, accessible status quo for the old webhead.
Ooh.
Let's also not
Ooh,
forget
that's a
about
dope
Spider-Man
picture of,
2099,
what's
who's
his
celebrating
name?
his 30th anniversary
Oh my God.
and playing a big
I'm the
role in
worst.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
Yes.
We probably won't see Tom Holland's Spider-Man anywhere near 2022. Fans can look forward to 2 non-MCU Spider-Man
I'm gonna
movies
miss Tom
next
Holland this year.
First, Jared Leto's Morbius movie is finally hitting theaters
So
in January,
excited for
introducing
Morbius.
this
Oh my
vampire
God.
anti-hero
I
to a
cannot wait
much
till it comes
wider
out.
audience. Then,
Okay.
in November, we get Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part
Across
1.
the
The long-awaited
Spider-Verse
sequel
Part
to
1.
2018 Spider-Man Into the
Ooh.
Spider-Verse will usher in a whole new wave of animated
I heard this
multiverse
one is
shenanigans.
really, really good. Into the Spider-Verse.
And given that it was just announced in November 2021, we
Look at the
probably shouldn't
graphics.
expect the animated series Spider-Man Freshman Year to debut
Freshman
in 2022.
year.
And ditto for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5, which isn't slated for release until 2023.
Ooh, this is when
We're hoping to get a closer look at both projects over the
Venom
course of
shows
the year.
up. Yes. I'm excited for that. Spider-Man games are like the best. The mechanics
Phase
are
4 of
so
the
good.
MCU got a belated start in 2021 thanks to the pandemic, and there's
Where
no
we
guarantee
going?
that we won't see the MCU release schedule continue to shuffle around in 2022. But
Yeah.
as it stands currently, Marvel fans have 3 major MCU sequels to look forward to
Ooh.
this year. First up is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse
Doctor
of Madness in May.
Strange. Yes, I
Not
did a
only does
review
this
to that
film mark
too.
Spider-Man
I'm excited
director
for that.
Sam Raimi's return to Marvel, but it also
Sam
promises
Raimi
to
is
dig
returning.
even deeper into the multiverse
Please
concept.
do it justice.
This time,
Please.
Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange experiences the true horrors lurking in other dimensions. The film also picks up on the major loose ends from WandaVision, with Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch playing
We
a
know
key
how that
role.
ended.
And we can all but guarantee a cornucopia of Marvel cameos along the way. Next up is Thor, Love and Thunder, which puts Natalie Portman's
Love the
Jane
Thor
Foster
movies.
back in the
Ragnarok
spotlight
is
in
my
July.
best one.
Based heavily on writer Jason Aaron's Thor comics, Love and Thunder sees Jane take up Mjolnir and
Yes,
introduces
Jane,
Christian Bale's
hold
terrifying
that
villain, Gore the
hammer.
God Butcher. But don't worry, Chris Hemsworth's Thor is still a major character, and he's bringing
Of
his new
course.
friends, the Guardians of the Galaxy, along for the ride.
It's going to be such
Finally,
a comedic movie,
Black Panther
I
Wakanda
swear.
Forever wraps up the MCU film slate in November, but this sequel is one giant question.
Wakanda?
We don't know yet how director Ryan Coogler will move forward after the death of
we really
star
don't
Chadwick
know.
Boseman.
I'm excited,
Scared
and excited at the same time to see what they do with
production
Black
halted
Panther
due to rights
character.
onset injuries, we can't even guarantee the film will make its 2022 release date. Whatever
No.
happens though, we're sure it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely. Take your time. Do not rush it.
Marvel
Take your time.
dramatically revamped the entire X-Men comic book line
I see
with
X-Men.
2019's House of X and The Power of X. That kicked off a new era for mutant kind. In
Love my
2022,
mutants.
Marvel is teasing the next phase of this epic storyline, something called Destiny of X. Marvel has revealed early details for Destiny of X. Expect another wave of new comics like X-Men Red, The Immortal X-Men, Knights of X, and Legion of X, along with the major status quo changes for current
I love
titles
anything
like Marauders
X-Men, anything
and
mutants.
This new status
They're
quo
coming.
will build on the fallout of books like Inferno, X Lives of Wolverine, and X Deaths of Wolverine. And we'll have to wait and see if Marvel is teasing an even brighter future for mutant kind, or if the age of Krakoa will come crashing down. Perhaps the biggest change in 2022 is that Inferno writer Jonathan Hickman will no longer be steering the ship as Marvel's official head of X. So we'll just have to see how the franchise moves forward.
I'm sure they're going to get somebody
good. It also
good.
remains to be seen whether
Listen, Marvel never seems to disappoint. At this point,
we're still years away from any X-Men movie at Marvel Studios.
The graphics and animation in these comics look amazing.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could offer our first glimpse of mutants in the MCU.
I hope so. Please show us some mutants. I know everyone's like Wolverine and
either
you know, the
animated
typical.
series X-Men 97 or Insomniac's Wolverine video game to release in 2022. But we are hoping to get a look at both projects over the course of the year.
I wish.
Even if Marvel Studios' theatrical slate continues to be
time.
affected by the pandemic, fans can look forward to another busy year.
As long as an asteroid doesn't fall.
We don't have any firm release dates for upcoming Marvel shows, but we know Miss Marvel will premiere at some point between July and September. Iman Vellani stars as Kamala Khan, certified Captain Marvel.
Let's see how they do
this. Hero in her own right. Fans can also expect She-Hulk, starring Tatiana Maslany as Bruce Banner's cousin Jennifer Walters, the Nick Fury-centric Secret Invasion, and
Secret
Moon Knight,
Invasion.
Oscar Isaac as
Moon
Mark
Knight looks
Spencer
really
during
good. It
the
looks
course
really
of
dark
2022,
and gory.
with all three either
I
currently
love
filming or in post-production.
That trailer looks
And at this point, Marvel's 2022 slate is probably too cramped to expect a second season of shows like Loki or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But we should hopefully learn more about the future of these characters over the course of the year.
Yes, I agree. But I definitely cannot wait for season 2 of
As much as 2022 looks to be
Loki.
focused on Marvel's bread and butter heroes like Spider-Man or the X-Men, it also promises to be a big year for Iron Fist. Not Danny Rand, but a brand new
Come on, Iron Fist. I never even watched the Netflix show.
Launches in February. Writer Alyssa Wong and artist Michael White
that looks hot.
A brand new version
that is really cool.
Hero. The new Iron Fist replaces the
gives me
depowered
Robin
Danny
vibes
Rand,
for
but
some
Marvel
reason.
teases his power and origin story may
I'm a
not
little
be
bit of a
what
DC
fans
fan
expected.
too.
This new
No
hero
hate
is
towards
also
anyone.
of Asian descent, a
Love
move
everybody.
addressing the lingering criticism surrounding Danny Rand's role in the Marvel Universe. This series will only run for 5 issues, but it's safe to assume the new Iron Fist will pop up in a number of places in 2022 and beyond. Fans are already predicting this character will form the basis of MCU's Iron Fist, rather than having Finn Jones reprise his role as Danny Rand. With any luck, this new hero will resonate as strongly as other recent breakouts.
They want a whole new Iron Fist. They said, scratch it.
So what
we
are you
want
most
something
excited to see
fresh
from
and
Marvel in 2022? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, was that
for
all?
more superhero goodness, check out our look back at the comics industry.
I think that's all. Okay. I did notice. I didn't see anything about Blade. What else did I not see? Yeah, Blade. That was like probably the only thing I didn't see anything of. And I'm sure they have a date out for it, so I have to look into that and see when it's coming out. But I'm super excited. I cannot wait for any of this to come out. I didn't hear anything else about like Daredevil as well, because I know that Kingpin, Daredevil, they're like really being introduced right now. I don't know if they're gonna wait till later on to reveal or show what it is they're gonna be doing. But I'm sure they're going to incorporate everything little pieces at a time into everything that they put out. Because one thing is, when you see something from MCU, you definitely know that it's not just going to be that one thing. So if you're watching Hawkeye, I did not expect to see Kingpin or Black Widow's sister. I did not expect to see any of that. Even though they do connect it in the movies as well at the end. Like, you just never know what to expect with these things. She-Hulk, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in it than what it is. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not that interested in She-Hulk right now. But being that it's revolved around the world of lawyers and all of that, I'm sure we'll probably see, or maybe see something of Daredevil. I don't know. I'm just not sure. You just never know with these shows. But I think this was a really good review. Like I said, there was a few things like Blade, Daredevil, even Echo that was missing that I didn't hear about. So I'm guessing in 2022 they're not going to be showing that at all, unless they reveal some more stuff, because there's a lot of things that they've been working on, and these were mostly movies, so it wasn't like the Disney Plus shows or anything like that. Well, no, they did mention Loki, and yeah, no, they did speak about those, so I take that back. They did speak about that. But I definitely look forward to everything here. If I had to pick one thing that I'm super, super excited to see is, one, I would say mutants coming into the MCU like everyone else would say. I would love to see how they introduce it and make it a thing in the MCU. And also Loki Season 2. We saw the whole season finale with Kang the Conqueror, and I just need to know where that's going. The whole timeline was messed up. You know, Loki ended up in a timeline where Kang was the leader in control of that time he was in. They didn't even recognize Loki when he went back to some of the same characters he was just interacting with. So I'm really excited for Loki. I cannot lie. Winter Soldier and Captain Falcon America. See, that first season, it was good. It was not bad at all. But it didn't catch me the way Loki did, or even WandaVision. WandaVision, first 3 episodes, I think everyone knows it was very corny, but it was still pertaining to the story of why it was that way. If they did a WandaVision season 2, I would be interested to see how it goes, but I won't be that excited just because of her being in Dr. Strange's movie. I think that'll sum up the whole story of what happens, because she even says it in there, like she's not here to they mention Westview in the trailer. So I'm excited to see where they go with that. And yeah, I'm just excited, period, because I know there's always new surprises, new things happening. I pretty much have a feeling we won't be seeing Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or even Tom Holland this year, just because of how big and how much of a impact this movie was. This gave you enough to be good for a full year, and then they come back and we're excited to see it again. You know, you don't want to drag it on as well, where you get just too tired. You just see too much of it. You see too much or do too much of anything, you just get tired of it, you know? So I'm happy where they left Spider-Man off for right now. I'm sure, like they said, it's the 60-year anniversary, so they have like the cool comics coming out, and they're gonna somehow just keep the story going. You just never know what they're gonna do. Secret Invasion, I want to see where the hell they go with this. This looks insane, and that's also that's from the past history, you know, Secret Invasion. So let's see what they do with that, and yeah, I'm excited to see where they go. If you like this video, guys, please let me know down below, comment, and give me some more topics or things to review, talk about, and go through. Like, I want to talk about it with you all. I'm excited for the future of the MCU. I hope you are as well. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, notify yourself so you can know whenever I upload, and we will talk on the next video. I'm Coach East, and I'm out.